ICEMAN has dropped. Drake has dropped. ICEMAN, and not only did he drop, he surprised us, and he dropped 3 albums. Not one, not two, 3 at one time. Now, I'm seeing a little bit of debate about this because for some people, they feel like there's an overconsumption point. We don't need all that. But as we were kind of alluding to before the podcast started, you can't always please motherfuckers. Motherfuckers are going to complain and find something negative no matter what. So I like the fact that, and I feel like it should be talked about more in this new era of music with streaming, that Beyonce and Drake are ushering in this era in the streaming world of, I'm going to give you multiple eras. I'm going to, I know there's multiple versions of me. Some people like this version. Some people like singing Drake. Some people like rapping Drake. Some people like soft Drake. Some other people like hard Drake. Pause. But when you drop multiple albums and you got multiple projects, now I can give you everything that I offer in a different project. Same thing I feel like Beyonce's doing with a rock project. Then you got the R&B project. She goes into the eras. How do you pronounce that other album? Is ICEMAN, Habibti, and then you got Maid of Honor or Maid of
Honor.
I've only really got to listen to 2.
With the U, Honor with the U, which shows me he's going for the European crowd.
Okay.
If you looked how he did it, and then Habibti, obviously, that's singing, but again, that's for the Toronto baddies, the international. He had a very international vibe. He gave us stuff, the rap, the ICEMAN. He covered the beefs. He gave us some slaps. Timbo said Janice WTF. That's gonna be a generational song.
That sounds
and
cool.
Then he got a BBT for the singer, for the girls. The girls I like to stand in line to be fine. I know a lot of girls I didn't hear the rap. They had something for them. And then the third album was pure international, not one dance vibe, but honestly, Nevermind vibes, club vibes, Sexy Red, high tempo, a lot of bass, Central C, some international people. He reached out to the young people. He checked all the boxes. A lot of his stuff got leaked, and then you can start telling the information was real. Like when they said Future's gonna be an album, so I'm like, that has to be true. They said he was dropping 3, so we could tell it was fake leaked information, and how his information come out is clearly it's leaked timely. So when the night started coming around, I'm like, damn, he really might drop 3. I really think Future was gonna be on there, and I think for the most part it delivered. We went out, I got my thought birthday weekend in. I've been dragging it, but every time I went out, some type of Drake is being played so far. It is. He dropped visuals for damn near everything right away. This was a very concise drop. It was even cool not to just harp on it, but it was cool just to see a rollout from a big artist. We don't see that anymore.
No.
From what Axe said, he spent all his money out of pocket to do this. So he really took time for this. We've been waiting for this for a while. Even the big, Kendrick probably had the last couple big, but his were surprise drops. All we've been really getting is Boss Man, D-Lo, and random niggas. So to get a real big time, put all this stuff out, we were anticipating it. And like I said, it was definitely the soundtrack of the weekend. It passed all the bar and car tests.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a good place for hip hop. Everybody's talking, everybody's debating. It's funny though, sometimes, and I tell people this, sometimes if you really want to enjoy a project, you gotta wait to get on social media. Like this was one of those projects where I kind of avoided the Facebook and I avoided a lot of social media as I was listening to it in the beginning, because a lot of people are gonna go for the clickbait. And music talk has gotten a lot like politic talk, of where people who have already kind of put their flag in the sand of how they stand towards a Drake, or a lot of, not just Drake, or a lot of artists, and we're all guilty of it. We know we have our bias. We have the people we like, the people we don't like. But when it comes to Drake, you got a lot of people now that's made a whole personality and some even the living off clowning Drake. Mm-hmm. So no matter how good the music is, they can't allow themselves to be on public record giving it credit. And then you got a lot of people that are LA loyal, Kendrick loyal, all of that stuff. So no matter how good the music is, they have to say it's trash. Then you got the other people who have kind of stood on this moral high ground, these moral hip hop high ground that I hate, where they make it seem like Drake is what's wrong with hip hop and he's this culture vulture, and I'm over here with the people who really represent hip hop and really grew up in the trenches and really the real hip hop guy.
Being a pedo who sues his op after this, that's not hip hop. People say that.
I mean, that's not, but
that's
like
the narrative,
you said,
though.
But and it's funny that that's the narrative because he's the only motherfucker that actually suing Lucien Grange and UMG, which is the same people who bought out the company that was going at Mike, that was going at Prince. Like what people
he did re-up his contract a few years ago. So was he really that mad?
No, he had that mad. But see, the thing about it is, the more money you get, the levels go up, and you start seeing more, and you start detecting more.
Well, they always said if Drake is making $30 million off an album or $40 million, they always say his label's making about $200. So
absolutely,
you're always gonna be, Beyonce. You're always gonna be.
You're getting fucked over no matter what.
But, as you're getting so much, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying, are we against the man or not? Because at one point we like to put our little dashikis on and have our Afro picks out and be against the man, but when it's actually time to go against the man, where the fuck are you?
I love Drake, but Drake is kind of the man, off his mama's side.
No,
a little tiny hat Drizzy. So I mean, he is kind of.
He's
I'm kind of realized like the nigga side is holding him down because if he was like Jack Harlow or Aiden Ross, he'd be in there. I think the little.
But I look at like
Memphis
this.
Niggas is kind of holding him.
I
down.
look at Drake like this though. Yeah, you're half nigga, half Jew. Let's use your nigga talents and your Jew connections to slip through the cracks.
I mean, he is.
And actually, that's why I look at it like this. Like, you could be a nigga that slides through with the little hat with nigga connections and put niggas on.
I don't think people like that. That's what he was doing, but I
don't think people like exactly. You're right.
Rick Ross on them, they don't like that.
They don't like that. And I think what's going on right now is you're in a situation where nobody gets bigger than the program. We saw it with Mike. We saw it with Prince. We saw it with Mariah Carey.
I think Hove's bigger than the program.
Because he became, and see, that's the gripe. And Hove is my GOAT. But the gripe with Hove is that he has become a part of the program. Yeah. He's not bigger than the program. He has become a cog in the system of the program. It's like, look, you're this big. We're going to give you a job. Because one thing about Hove, they always give him a job or something.
You say he like raps Doc River? He just always kind of find a way to finesse it.
I won't say Doc Rivers because his winning precision, his time in the clutch is way different. His IQ is on a whole nother level than Doc Rivers. But what I will say is I feel like Jay-Z is the gripe on Jay-Z, and the reason why I feel like you're seeing some of the artists and even the fans turn on Jay-Z is when we talk about this fight against the man or fight against the powers that be, the illusion and the what people see in Jay-Z is you have become a part of the powers. That's why you have this influence. And my thing is we got to kind of decide what does it mean to take over, what does it mean to take on. If we become like with cops, right? You got cops that oppress us. Now, do we want more black cops so we don't have that type of racial bias, or do we want to eliminate cops altogether? Do we want more diversity in certain areas, or do we want to eliminate the area altogether? So even in this music shit, right, do we want people like the Drakes and the Jay-Z's to infiltrate the system and become the Lucien Granges, become the UMGs, and become the Sonys? Or do we want to keep on playing this game where we're waiting to get paid and waiting to get our just due from the white guys?
I think as fans, we need to physically support our artists, and then we don't matter. It sucks with the streaming age, but we need to support our people. We need to have them do long run, which is great. I see older acts that still perform. We need to support, especially for us. We're mid-30s, getting up there, but the acts that we grew up on are doing 10-year, 15-year anniversary. So we see people going, but I say all to say we just need to support from merch. I mean, we're not really buying music no more, but we just need to support our artists so they don't need the labels. Even us getting in the conversation is fun, but at the same time, the reason it's like that because we're not really buying a product, so they get to determine what goes on. So I love a lot of little genres, and I respect the other fan bases. I think we have the most finicky. I think a lot of ours is based on gossip and dumb stuff, and we're distracted by the facts. But overall, just like back to the album, I like the album. A lot of people saying he shouldn't diss Kendrick. How do you feel about the disses and stuff? Because, he hit everybody. We talk people off. I'm happy he got some disses off. But a lot of people saying, hey, you got to leave Kendrick alone. You lost.
Fuck that. I love the Bron diss. I love all the disses. Okay? All of this shit. Look. Now, I'm glad you brought it back home, Colin. We've been crip walking for 2 years. We've been shucking and jiving and gyrating on shit, West Coast bopping, for 2 years off pedophile anthem. We've been looking for Drake's daughter for 2 years. Ain't found her. Ain't found her. Where's she at? There she go. No, ain't found her. So my problem is, y'all got to be good sports. I'm not asking everybody to be a Kendrick fan. I'm not asking everybody to be a Drake fan. What I am asking is respect the fact that some people rock with either one, and we got to let everybody have their moment. When Kendrick won, I was hating. But I was hating because I just didn't like how the narrative dictated the victory and not the rhymes, not the bars. I feel like there was a narrative that was going on. There gets to a point where people want you to lose. Yeah. And when you get to a point where people want you to lose, you're not going to win the narrative battle. But it got to a point where Kendrick was getting so many wins that you just either had to be a part of it or you had to get the fuck out the way and let them dudes have their shit. Yeah. You went to the bar, everywhere you went, Not Like Us was playing, and them niggas was crip walking and having the time of their lives. And guess what? I'm not finna sit up there and just be the salty ass, what's the little SpongeBob meme when he looking outside, everybody playing? I'm not gonna be the SpongeBob meme all the time. So you're either gonna join or you're gonna be like, you know what, y'all got it. Y'all, you know what, the dance floor is y'all.
So you started blood walking after a while.
And hell no, I started leaving.
You've been
with me, Colin. In places where when the Not Like Us is played, I walked out.
Usually walk out. That and Meek Mill's Dreaming Nightmares, he will walk out on.
Absolutely.
We was at a cracking pool party in Vegas. There's models, there's baddies around. This nigga walked dead out with the skull. I'm like, oh man, he really hates it.
I can't. It's absolutely disgusting.
And you don't like when people with Down syndrome win contests on cruise. I didn't put you out there. I didn't put you out there.
That's true, but that's enough. But like I was saying, like it's just we let y'all have fun with this shit. False allegations, mind you. These are
basically saying it's OVO.
allegations.
You really saying it's OVO time? Shut the fuck. If you ain't with it, shut up. That's not like what you saying.
Shut the fuck up. Or this is another thing you motherfuckers do. Go put the crip walking shit back on. But what y'all still got Gen X? It's still on your phone. Go play that.
But what do you? Well, like Drake said, damn near 1 billion streams and disappear. 100 million streams. What's up? Where the conversation?
I don't like the fact that you motherfuckers, I'm seeing motherfuckers, I got to call motherfuckers out now. Mad Static, I got to call you out.
Who's that?
This motherfucker, James Jones, I got to call you out,
Packer?
man. No, shout out to him. No, it's all love.
So
I fucks with him. This is a playful little banter. He knows that.
Ex-Packer receiver. Fuck you, nigga.
But he's a Drake hater, right? Okay. This motherfucker at 12-10. Oh, this is Moose Piss. This is true. This is trash. He called it Moose Piss at 12-10. My problem is a lot of you niggas was gonna call the album trash no matter what. Let's just be honest. Whether you like Drake or not, when you went down your playlist, when y'all went down your friends list when the Drake dropped, the people you already knew was going to say it trash, said it was trash. And the people you already knew said it was fire, was going to say it was fire. It wasn't no surprises. Yeah. Everybody stood on their loyalties and stood on their side. I respect a couple of you motherfuckers that's able to have nuance when these things drop and actually evaluate new music based on your actual reaction in real time. That's a lost art now. Everybody has become so biased and so closed-minded when it comes to everything that you're not going to get that. So for those of you who still have the ability to critique things, not just anything, critique things in real time with a real, no emotion, just how it is, that's a lost art. But I love the disses, Colin. All this, he shouldn't be dissing people. I just listened to you niggas praise 2 50-year-old niggas for being 50-year-old drug dealer niggas. Y'all niggas gave them niggas Grammys. I'm talking about the clips. Oh. These niggas 50 still talking about drugs. Oh, this is the best. This is so lyrical, miracle. I'm having a miracle attack in my brain. It's so great. But then when Drake talk about shit that's actually happened in his life right now, he needs to grow up. He needs to do more. He needs to dig deeper.
He did have one.
Man, look.
I don't remember the song, but he had a song where he had too many similes. That was one. He was rapping like this, like he did.
I didn't like the West Coast song.
Oh, I forgot. No, the West Coast song was kind of trash.
I didn't like the West Coast
That's
song.
about it. And I like most of the song, but it was a couple. It's always going to be some skips. I haven't really got to the other albums.
There was a funny meme of the Drake West Coast song to like this Malibu's Most Wanted ass shit. Like with the white dude rap.
No, I mean, but
I didn't like the West Coast song, Drake. I'm sorry.
We don't like it, but the people out there, he has Drake fans that have out. So I'm already juicing. I'm seeing doing because he did a great thing and let the streamers react while they did it. He let them do it, to push he knows I give it to people. He knows to give it Aiden Ross. I can't lie. I didn't like the Aiden Ross shout out.
I don't like the Aiden Ross.
But him giving Academics an OVO chain, he lost a.
That was disgusting.
It can't be a 10 out of 10 album. I can't lie. It was so nasty.
And it wasn't the Aiden Ross, but it was a close line. The Aiden Ross line.
Yeah,
was
but
cold.
he's a little wormy Jew. I don't like how he gets the kind of Weasley hip hop culture. But the one reason I kind of, as much as I don't like Ack, he does get a point off, but I respect it because Ack was really the only nigga that held him down though. He down there sucked his meat dry up to yesterday. Yeah. For real. And I realized when you going back, everybody was either quiet or on Kendrick's side. He was the only person calling out. He even said TDE niggas was because he's one of these fake thugs because he at home, so he's fucked the thugs. Yeah. But he said TDE niggas pulled up on me, tried to scare me, tried to get me kicked out of the club. I didn't give a fuck. Like he was talking that crazy. He be talking to punch you fat foop ass. He be talking crazy. Like, he's Drake, but he didn't really have no dick riders. And I'm like, you know what? I'll reward you with a little chain. Why not? Like I kind of saw it. Like, you're the only nigga.
When you put it like that, Colin.
Because Drake is about loyalty. Like I'm putting Drake up there with Cameron, Jay-Z. The moment you're not loyal with me, fuck you. And it kind of I get it. You know, I don't think he's a controversial. He's smart. He's whole 2.0. The new ways. He put so many unknown artists on this album. The underground artists. You know, Molly Santana and all these people. He's been doing that. So I kind of get, but like he just put niggas on. To this day, people went from 500,000 to 7.8 million just listeners. He puts people on, and I feel like that should be appreciated in today's culture. But he's also like, I did so much for y'all. Fuck y'all. I'm the same way. I don't really fuck with niggas. So when I fuck with you, you just even kind of owe me $10 on when to pay me no more. I'm heartbroken because I really fuck with niggas. So I like that. But this whole, we got to click up, and that's gay to me. So I'm always going to side with the loner. 50 Cent. Every beef he has is just be loyal. The moment you're not loyal, he did a 50 Cent. You hung out with this nigga, fuck you.
But
if you hung out with this nigga, I'm not cool with you. I have to respect that.
But
Dr. Dre,
yep.
Jay-Z, I'm good on you. I'm straight. Lucien Grant, you're funding the nigga, calling me a pedophile. I'm suing you. What's wrong with that? I'm sorry.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think I saw some of the riddle though. When it comes to a lot of this stuff, I feel like there's certain things that change how you listen to music and listen to lyrics. I feel like being hated on versus being the hater is a big differentiator. So when I look at people's opinions on a lot of this music talk, I realize that, oh, you were the hater. That's why certain music resonates with you. You weren't the person in the movie getting hated on. Some of us were the person in the movie getting hated on. So when we start hearing about motherfuckers getting stabbed in the back and you thought a motherfucker was your friend, that hit us a little differently than y'all because y'all was the niggas that was hating. So it don't hit the same. So when Kendrick said, I'm the biggest hater, y'all caught the Holy Ghost. Y'all got the jumping. Y'all got the Holy Spirit when he said that because that hater shit is in y'all blood. It's in y'all DNA.
That was a cold line when he said
it. It's in y'all DNA.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You know what I mean? The hater spirits.
Who do you think caught the worst diss? Who do you think caught it the worst?
Who caught the worst
diss? Like you know when you roasting and then a nigga laugh and you just start roasting everybody?
Khaled. Khaled. I like the Khaled diss because fuck Khaled. I feel like we should do a whole regardless of
we could do a side bonus.
Here's my thing. Regardless of what side you are, let's say some of y'all hate Drake, some of y'all are pro Kendrick, some of y'all say fuck both of them, some of y'all say yo fuck with both of them. Regardless, I feel like as a culture we should all just say fuck Khaled and fuck Rick Ross. Them two niggas I'm kind of done with. Don't get me wrong. Rick Ross, you got a catalog. You got some classics. Khaled, you even brought us some classics. They both got some shit they contributed.
I ain't gonna lie.
They're lame. Them are two lame-ass fat niggas, and I feel like the culture can do a little better than two lame-ass, sloppy panda bear body-ass niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, Khaled. So what was the single he just dropped? With Baby and Future, was it? He just dropped the single with Baby and Future. Like, came and went in a day. Like his juice is gone, but y'all know why his juice is gone, all right?
You done had the Drake feature.
Now you remember Drake for a little while now. He been saying I got this Drake feature. Drake, no, you don't.
But remember,
no, he's saying like I don't like he really kept it cool, but he's also looking like because again, you ever been with your parents and they say like not telling the truth is the same as lying. You staying idle in the middle of this shit. He didn't like that. Hey, I gave you hits. Everybody, I'm putting cases on you niggas. I gave you pussy niggas hits. Why aren't you still the only person? I fuck with all artists that keep it real. That's why I like the big three. Even if they sappy, annoying, corny, they all have their flaws. But even him, like he said, Future, I don't get it. So we knew they would kick back, but the only person that one hasn't took an L or has thrived is Future, and the only person that I knew that Drake would be like, bro, you let these niggas drag you. He really couldn't understand, and I was glad to see them come back. Future again, you're a little Weasley. You don't stand for nothing either, bitch ass nigga. But
you get a weasel point.
You know me,
sure.
I'm a big Future fan, but Future like Brian, you're really done to me. But niggas don't keep slurping, whatever. But I like that Drake said you're the only person I don't get it. We don't really got no beef, but I like because I grew up on 50 Cent. Jay, I'm going at everybody even before then. Like I like the how to rob, how to kill type of feature. Like I'm about loyalty, and then when rap, everything is relationship. So if y'all gonna break the fourth wall, if we all cool, and I'm just this random cornball Jew nigga, I'm out here. It's like if I'm around people all calling this, I'm cool on that. So I love that he can stay on his own, and he also flex like I am a white Jew. I have Jewish connections. So I can get shit done. I don't really need you niggas, but okay.
Let's keep it real though. Future was salty about the album with 21 Savage.
No, he was.
And he don't want to admit it because it goes against his cool guy mantra.
They have more street stuff tied to it, so he don't. And Future don't talk about nobody though.
He'll never admit that because his image is too cool. But these are humans at the end of the day with real emotions. Nigga, we know that too cool for school shit is not real in the real world. But I like I said, I'm glad he gave everybody their shots. I'm gonna keep having the album in rotation. I feel like in probably a couple weeks, I can give you even better review. I can't really go too deep dive in review because with so much music, see the only downside to dropping so much music is I can't hyper focus on the songs as much because it's so much. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. I can't focus on one toy. I'm at the yo-yos, then I'm at the games, then I'm over here with the other shit. Like I'm moving around like I just ate 10 packs of Skittles. So it's a good thing for hip hop though that we have these options and we have this. The last song that was on the charts before he dropped this was "What Did I Miss?"
Oh, the rap song, last rap song.
Rap song.
Yeah, wow. It was a big drop.
So it's been a drought. So regardless of what you say, numbers don't lie. It's been a drought. I've had to hear you niggas gas up 50-year-old coke dealers for the last 6-7 months. I've been disgusted. Now finally some real music for us non-criminals to enjoy. It's been a good. So, I mean, we going to get into that farther. ICEMAN is going to be a whole month of it's the summer. I don't see nobody dropping.
You think it's going to last that long?
I don't see nobody dropping.
I mean, he dropped all the visuals. He dropped everything. Do you think it's going to last for like 2 more months?
At least a month and at least another month. At least. Because there's going to be at least another month where it's like, I just don't understand why anybody would drop.
Yeah.
Unless you were on ICEMAN. So
a few niggas dropped this week, and I'm like, I forgot you doing 3. Lucky.
I'm
A few smaller artists, like.
I'm not. And the Drake, and then as soon as he dropped yesterday, it was Drake weather. Yeah. All of a sudden, the sun came out. Drake weather, Ace out the window down. Come on now. Look, I said, like, we're done with that window closed music. We'll get back to that in 3 minutes. This is window down music now, okay? Moving right along.